After years of the housing market being out of reach for many, data from across the province shows the market could be making a turn for the better. The BC Real Estate Board shows that active listings for several types of properties rose across the board. And early into 2025,
most likely scenario is a pretty boring year of average sales, average kind of long run price growth. The last time I thought a year was going to be boring, I think was in 2019, headed into 2020.
Boring but strong. The BC Real Estate Board says the number of residential sales jumped 24% in December compared to the year prior. On Vancouver Island, its real estate board seen a similar trend. Single-family home and townhouse sales both jumped last month, with apartments just below last year's figures. While these numbers are promising, the threat of tariffs looming over the Canadian housing market could make an impact.
The lower interest rate environment normally, I would say, would lead to a strong 2025. As it stands, I would say the crystal ball is anything if crystal clear because of the headwinds of reduced immigration and potential tariff threats.
It's a lose-lose situation. The consumer is the first casualty in a trade war.
Royal Roads professor David Black says with a blanket 25% threat across all Canadian goods, it won't just be the housing market that will be impacted. Commodities like oil and electricity would also take a hit.
But the resulting effect on the Canadian side is Canadian workers and the companies that produce those goods are going to suffer, notably in terms of job losses.
The sectors which could be affected include the province's biggest exports, forestry, minerals, and gas. The BC government has said if tariffs are implemented, the province will lose more than 120,000 jobs and $69 billion in less than 5 years.
With added rental supply and weakened immigration, I think we've already seen rents maybe come down a little bit nominally, which is very unusual.
While the market is cooling down, that could change in a few weeks if incoming U.S. President Donald Trump follows through with the tariffs.